Hey guys, welcome to Migelino Audiology. Quick video on how to pair your Oticon Intent hearing aids to an iPhone. First, we want to be able to download the app, so you want to go to the App Store. Up here in the search bar, you want to type in Oticon Companion and hit search. That's actually going to bring up the Oticon Companion, typically the first one at the top here. You'll want to go in and hit download. Once it is downloaded, you'll want to hit open. What this does is this is going to allow you to send notifications. I would go ahead and hit allow. Also, you want it to be able to find Bluetooth devices. That's how these two connect. So go ahead and allow again. This is also, just another way for them to kind of improve the app. Go ahead and hit allow through this. What you want to do is let's go ahead and this is where you hit and pair the hearing aids, but we want to do that at a later point. Now what we want to do is make sure, there we go, it's going to tell us we're using the newest version. What we want to do is I always like going to the More tab, going to the profile. What we want to do is we want to create an account. This is where you're going to use your email address. So hit create account, type in your email, hit continue. We're going to go ahead and hit sign in. Again, this wants us to use the Oticon.com website. Go ahead and hit allow. It'll take us there. What we'll want to do is, again, type in the email address, type in a password. Go ahead and hit sign in. Once we're signed in, go ahead and hit continue. And again, you can make that password and email combination anything that you would need. Another quick point, what we want to do while we're on this My Profile page, we want to go to data location. We do want to go ahead and change this to Switzerland. This is actually going to allow our global audiology team to help out. If our US team is, out of the office, not in the office, someone calls out sick, so that's a good option. That way we're able to kind of globally take care of you at any time. What we want to do here is we want to make sure remote care is highlighted and turned on. Always a good thing to have the updates or any important news that comes through. The usage data, kind of up to you. I have it turned on. This time you want to go ahead and hit back. One more time, you want to hit hearing aids. Here it's going to ask to find and pair the hearing aids. At this point, go ahead and open up your hearing aids, get them ready. What we want to do first, we want to go out of here. We want to go into our settings. Once you're in the settings tab, look for accessibility. Click accessibility. That'll open up the tab. You're going to scroll down to where you see hearing devices. Once you see hearing devices, click hearing devices. You'll see that it starts to look for your hearing aids. You can either take them out of the charger, or you can gently push the push button on the back of the hearing aid. You will see a green light come on once the hearing aids have been turned on. The phone is searching for the hearing aids. Once it does find the devices, there's going to be an option for you to pair both the right and the left. What you'll want to do is you can click, now it's showing both hearing aids. Go ahead and click on that particular tab. You're going to hit pair. You're going to hit pair again. So that's going to allow both hearing aids to be connected to the iPhone itself. At this point, you need to go back. This is when we want to find the Oticon Companion App, which is here. Now we want to go ahead and hit to where we want to pair our hearing aids. You'll see the option to pair now. Click pair now. Once the hearing aids, just takes a few seconds. Once both hearing aids are paired correctly, you will see that green arrow. Next, we want to hit continue. The allow location, I always put allow while using the app. This way it can kind of give a precise hearing aid location. It also is going to allow you to, find hearing aids or keep an eye on a hearing, so to speak, when you're not using the app. I always click keep to always. That way, you know, for some reason you were to misplace the hearing aid, you're always able to go find the hearing aids here. Nice thing is, once we are paired, we can go ahead and hear. This is kind of our general setup. You have your volume up and down. You do have the option to do both right and left ear independently. You have the equalizer for you, some low, mids, and high frequencies. I always suggest you kind of play around just to kind of see what's best for you. At the top of the app, this is where you'll be able to kind of change your programs. Speech and noise is a comfortable one. Anybody that's in the kind of a noisier background area, this will allow you to kind of get some more clarity. Feel free to kind of go through and equalize each step. The hearing aids will kind of learn kind of what your listening needs are. The one big step, which is going to be very important when it comes to appointment time, we want to go to more. What we want to do is we want to find the option that says remote care. This is actually how you'll be able to communicate to us as an audiology team. Click remote care, then you want to hit go to visit. At this point, the app will ask you for access to the camera. You want to go ahead and hit allow. You want to hit it one more time so you're able to talk to us through the microphone on the phone. Go ahead and allow. At this time, you will be entered into the waiting room on your side. The nice thing is the audiology team is able to jump into the same waiting room. What we can do is we can kind of demonstrate that. Here you go. You'll notice that once it's into the waiting room, your camera will turn on. At that point, the audiology team is able to see you as well. This way, you know, if you have questions, you need programming, feel free to do so at this time. You will be able to kind of go through and use as much time as needed. Once that visit is over, you'll just go to back. What you can do is you'll go back to the home screen. Feel free to kind of cruise through here. You can change the settings. You can update the alerts, the battery notification settings. If you want to, you can, with 10%, whatever works for you. Feel free to experiment. You know, obviously, if there is something that you're having trouble with, we are here to help. So again, that's kind of an overview from start to finish. Again, we are Migelino Audiology. Our direct number is 534-429-2861. Again, Migelino Audiology, our direct number is 534-429-2861. We can also be reached at migelino.us on the web. Feel free to reach out with questions as often as needed. Again, we are here to help, and we appreciate your time.